now let me go to the synopsis, the fatal affair, the premise. Sell me on the premise. What is this about? The movie about?
So the movie is about a woman who's married, who has a daughter, who is an empty nester, and she's bored in her marriage, and her marriage is sort of shaky, and they're in that place of, okay, we have to really get to know each other now that life is changing. She leaves a big corporate company to start a smaller law practice away from the city, but right before she makes that move, she runs into an old boyfriend. Well, he's not really a boyfriend. I would say an old friend from the past, and there's a little bit of sexual tension and energy, but they never actually hooked up. And so they meet, they have a couple of encounters, and then it sort of turns into a very uncomfortable situation for her. Omar Epps plays my old friend from college, and he does a great job with this character who's really mentally disturbed and very scary, by the way.
Well, wait a minute. Was he mentally disturbed while in college, or became mentally disturbed, or is that part of the development of the story?
I don't know when it happened, but here's what I'll
Okay.
say. We're living in an important time where we have to have these conversations about mental health. I take
Right.
those things very seriously. I think a lot of people are suffering right now with mental health, with being forced to stay home and
Right.
not knowing what the future holds. And I know that Omar, for him, that was one of the reasons he really liked the character, because we actually have a scene where he's sitting down with a therapist. And I think it's been, in the Black community, people are judged for reaching out and getting mental health, to say that, oh, well, you're crazy or something's wrong with you. And the reality is life is throwing so much at us right now, and we don't always have the tools to find ourselves in the midst of the trauma.
And you would agree, it's hard to find psychiatrists in the Black community. That's a major issue, isn't it?
I don't know that it's a major issue. Are you saying to find a good therapist to go and sit down with that's also Black?
Yes, that absolutely. That understands the culture, understands the things that we go through as Black people that may very well be different than the majority population.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. I think it starts with the conversations in the home. We have to have a better understanding of who we are and find that mental health practitioner that can actually talk to us in our same language. But I also think that your therapist doesn't necessarily have to look like you. If a person is good at what they do, they're good at what they do. And I wouldn't use that as an excuse to not get mental health care.